Up YouTube, back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about map design in Call of Duty World War II and how you can play on maps that you may not be used to, or you may be used to that you can play differently on them. We're going to talk about a couple things in this video. We're going to talk about spawns, head glitches. I'm going to use Arden's Force for a lot of this gameplay, so we're going to start this up right off the bat here. I feel like this is a solid map. It's like the map I play the most recently, and I think it's the best map to kind of get good with. It's just nice and bright and open. So let's get right into it. So when you're playing with this game, right, and you want to make sure when you're playing on the maps that you're playing at the best capabilities that you can play at all the time. So make sure you're putting yourself in a good position always, right? Knowing when there's bad positions, because if you stay out in the open, you're gonna get shot at, obviously. But you want to be out in the open enough that people see you, but like enough that they can come towards you, but not like flank you. If you kind of get what I'm saying. We'll use let's see here. Do I have an SCG in the class? I do not. We use a bar. Just to show you, see where you shoot. Okay, so you can see here how this is a spawn point. So right here is a spawn point. There's bunker. That's another spawn point. There, gonna be another spawn point in free for all. I know it's not free for all, but these are most spawns will work no matter what. So you see here, we'll go real slow. Hopefully, I put no time on this. Hopefully, but here's a spawn. That's a spawn, as well as that right there. You saw is a spawn. That out of my way. So those two things are spawns. There's also a spawn right there. You can spawn right there. I've even seen people spawn right here, as well as right there. So there's about 4 or 5 spawns. About every map usually has about 4. Usually, 2 for one side, 2 for the other side. But there's some explosions and there's one on the map. Okay. So yeah, so you can see here that lay up the map, right? There's this, you got main line right here, you got another line on that side, and then you got a lane right here, right? It's a 3-lane map, so you're always going to be in game gunfights. Best thing I can suggest for anyone to do when you're off spawn, so we'll act like we'll spawn, say we spawn here, okay? I think you spawn, this thing is a huge spawn, because here's, I think this is A flag, I think this is A flag, it's either A flag or C flag, whatever, you spawn right here, right? So you say we spawn here, if your character's looking in this direction, so if he's from this point over, go that way, right? But if he's from there, looking that way, go this way. So let's say, for instance, we spawn on this side, right? We're going to continue to go on this side and go far around the side of the map, right? You can see, in ideology, you want to go for the objective, right? But in actuality, you do not want to go for the objective. You go for the objective, you're putting yourself in a bad spot. So don't worry about that flag, alright? Imagine there's a flag there, don't worry about it, okay? You want to come around this edge, and kind of just hug this wall. Hug this wall a little bit. Just watch yourself, right? Because see, if you hug the wall right here, you have a perfect line of sight, and even if you crouch down a little bit, or even lay down you have really good, but then you're in a bad spot, you can't like really move fast enough. So yeah, you're gonna be in a very bad spot here if you're prone, right? So you want to I usually like to do standing up just because I have pretty good reflexes. So if you're standing up and you hug this wall right here, because if you don't see, well, I'll show you this first. So if you're hugging this side of the wall, right? Boom. By the time you can turn around and put your optics on there, or even if you pre-aim, you're really out in the open right here. You can see. And if you just walk normally, you're still in the open. You're still in the open. So if you hug this wall, you're gonna be a little bit hard for them to see. That's not. I mean, because this tree is also gonna help you a little bit. It should block most of your character out. And the first thing you want to check is that corner. So right there. Then you want to turn, check that corner, and then come around the corner side here, and hit that corner. Then rush over here to these yellow barrels and use the barrels as a head glitch for a little bit. Kind of just chill here, look around this head glitch, see if anyone comes here, look at your mini map to your top left hand of the screen, check that out, make sure no one's on the mini map. If you see people in here, come around here, shoot around the corner, pow pow pow, and then hug this wall again, come around the side, check the corner, hug the other side of the corner, and there's another spawn. And then you can pop around the side, and you can look that way, so on and so forth. That is your route for the right hand side of the map. Now, if you're on the left side of the map, so we'll go back here, Also, these LMGs can be very useful. So, for example, say you have a sniper that's hiding in this back corner. He only peeks in once in a while, right? You can crouch up right here. He can't see you. Kind of ease yourself out a little bit, see him, and then wait for him to stop, kind of hard scope you. Then he's gonna run out of breath, and then pop in the LMG and pow. But do be careful that you have this. They have this over there as well, as you can see right there. So be careful on that end. So what you also want to do is you want to come over here. So say we spawned on this side over. So you want to come this way. So I see a lot of players go up this little mound right here, up and into the middle of the map. The problem with this strategy, right, is when you come up this end, if someone's already there, someone skipped that flag, right, and they can run over here, they can get over here about the same time. But if they get over here a few seconds faster, they can have a hard scope right here or a hard scope right there, and then you'll be out in the open. You're fucked. So don't go up this hill. What I usually do if I'm playing this map and I spawn on looking this direction, or if I'm just like, I should say looking, because sometimes it doesn't spawn you looking, sometimes it'll spawn you straight ahead. So if it puts you on this side, basically if you're on this side, like on this side, go this way. If you're on this side, like if your character spawned, there's nothing blocking you going this side, go to the right. But I usually go under the bridge, and then I come up on this side. Now what this ability does, if no one's going for B, say their team is really focused on their objective, I can not only run up to B here, take B, but I also have this head glitch right now. So now I have the ability to hold them off of B from the left side hand. Now this is where ideally you have another teammate, because in this point you have another teammate who would watch this right side. If you have to watch both, I would suggest you hold this off right here, and switch here, so that way you're still protected right here by that and by this. Pop up, shoot a couple guys, run over here, pop up a couple guys, and so on and so forth. Now you can climb on this. So for anyone that's not wondering, you can climb on this. So if you capture B or it's getting too high, jump on this, pow, and jump down. Now they'll take some fall damage. So you could just drop from straight down, but if you drop straight down, you're kind of like in a bad spot because people are gonna have to, they're not gonna have to adjust their aim. So if they're shooting like you like this, right, and you flop down, it's just like that. But if you jump over, not only do they have to like almost stop to aim and reposition their aim, but if you move fast enough, boom, and then you drop down, I have to catch up to you. So use that to your advantage. Since we're also over here at B, one thing I will know, is these walls right here, these little plants and walls are super hard to spot, people. I mean, I can back myself in this corner. If I have a nice dark skin, if you come around this corner right here, or even come around this corner and at the B, you're not going to see me. You're not necessarily camp here, but if you're surrounded, don't be afraid to use this for a few minutes. And here is just a really good spot to kind of like just reposition yourself, reload if you have to, because you have this little wall protection from behind, as well as this little bit harder corner, sharper corner there, and then you have an line of sight, and then if you're still in this corner, you have that protecting you from that angle right there. Again, if you're coming from that spawn, and you came all the way over here from over there, and you came around, and you came up to B and all that, and you come down, I would suggest coming down this way. Don't go in there, because a shotgunner, if there's a shotgunner on the map, he will most likely be pushing this right hand side right here. He's pushing in this building. And when you push in that building, if you're sitting here with a shotgun, fighting a shotgun, and this is a tight ass corner right here, you're not going to be able to fight that shotgun up close. The only thing maybe to fight that guy up close, if you're good accurately, is maybe a rapid fire waff, but in that situation, if he has fire shotgun, you're screwed. So come around that corner, come around this end, come around here, use this ability. If you have sniper or AR, you can pick up a couple dudes right here, then pop around the corner. Now, this is a weird spot because they can spawn right here, and they can also spawn back here. This is the actual spawn, but this is like an extra spare spawn that the game will use if it can. If the game registers that there's no one here, it can actually use the spawn, it'll use it. So you can snipe people right from there, but you can see here, if we come down here, if someone's holding their left point off and they see you shooting from this point, they have a really good shot of you right there. Maybe something that's one shot, they can peek your ass and get you real quick. This is a little nook and cranny I like to use sometimes if I'm trying to hold down spawns, because you're really hard to see right here, and you're basically impossible to see from that angle right there on the other side of the tank. So you're basically impossible to hit, unless they come around this yellow crate. And that's another thing as well. Those yellow crates can be very useful. The barrels are not crates. Now that you got this under control, you can kind of circle around the whole map. Now, if you're in the middle of the map and you're trying to hold down the middle of the map for whatever odd reason, I like to go middle of the map if I need kills fast. The rest of the time I'll be on the ends. Pop around that corner. I like to usually, when I'm running the middle of the map, I'll usually do a 3-step factor. I'll hold up here, I'll run over here. I'll hold up for a few seconds here. I'll hold up. Check that corner. I'll move, pushing. Pop these guys. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. So you guys see right here. You can see a little nook right here that I'm pointing at. I'm shooting my opticals on. So you can see right there. You can see right there. So if there's anyone standing there, if they're crouched, whatever, you can see them. It's really nice. This little area is a famous area for meleeers to get you. Just as how close quarters it is. If they get behind you, you're not going to be able to, you know, pull any slick tricks on them. So that's one thing to be cautious about. As well as if you spawn and you're spawning on that side of the map. Basically the same idea, but now when you're coming from this end, the idea is the same way. Honestly, it truly is. But this is a little different than the other side. So this side, since you're not going to be able to just gun it straight across, because obviously it's a lot further distance, right? What you want to do is hunk this side of this wall, and remember that blind spot I told you about, right? An easy way to counter this blind spot is just to push along the back of this edge of this wall, because now you're visible, right? That wall's not going to touch you no more. And then also, if you're back here, if you can get back here before they cross that wall, they may look at it and clear it, say, oh, it's clear here, clear here, clear here. So it's clear, they might push up. As soon as they push up, you jump out and get them, right? I see a lot of snipers, like they had high glitch this little corner right here, because you can head glitch right here. This is a very good spot for head glitchers, for snipers, but I wouldn't recommend it personally. You can get outflanked, you can get gunned from the side. I mean, you're very open to this side half right here, and as well as you're behind you. If they flip spawns and you don't realize it off the bat, you're fucked. Here's not so bad, but again, you're kind of having your back out in the open. This is kind of one of the spots where I would say earlier how you don't want to be. You want to be in the open, but you don't want to be out in this far in the open, because you're literally you're shootable at any point in this map at this point. Your nades can come over this mountain and clobber you. So yeah, so I would stay away from this area particularly. These three little stumps, this one, and this one as well. I'd stick away with. Now I do use this stump a lot, mainly if I'm doing SMG. So I'll come on this side, and I'll kind of like from that side and grab this head glitch, and then jump again and push on this side. Now, one of the best spots in the map, if you have a good map, do not do this if your gap is constantly flipping. But if you have a really solid match and you can, push this right here. So you can do it one or three ways. You know, one, you can be aggressive, just bang, 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 right? Or you can be slow and you kind of like push around the side here and kind of like peek it. But if you peek it here, you're gonna have to fully turn your body out, because you can't you can't just peek it. You have to like pull your whole character out. This is as much as you can see, and with this being seen, your half your body is visible, so you're gonna be super easy to kill. I don't like that way. I only do that way if they're camping right here, because you can get a kind of a good spot on them. But another way you can do it is, I like to do it is you push up on this car, you clear that little area, and you keep your eyes on that area, right? Do not keep your eyes off that, because that's a very sneaky spot for people to hop up. And then you can come out here and you have a line of sight, and then you can kind of like move to this wall, get a few kills, pop, 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 move to the wall, fall back. Then you come around this side corner, come down around to this turn, pop around here. If there's any guys camping here that you didn't see before, pop them, pop them, pop them. This is one of two ways you can go. So in this map, you can have two decisions. You can go left or right, right? Left, you're going to have in their spawn. So, good feed possibility, but you're going to flip. Right, you can kind of sneak under them if they're not jumping down or anything. Come around, pop, 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 jump around, and bang. And you got them all. This will again also flip spawns, but this one's a little bit less volatile. If you come around this end, you're going to be instantly flipping spawns, because you're out here pop, 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 and you're going to instantly flip spawns, right? So it's just kind of, that one you're going to be a little slower, and they may even have more enemies to spawn in, depending on how far around you make it around here. Because I like to come up from there and do it, and then come up here and turn around and see if there's any survivors. Usually there ain't, but it really depends. One little sticky spot I see a lot of people get stuck in this house, and a lot of people camp in this house. So one way the strategy to clear this house is it is all shootable through. So we'll take a look here. So you see this bag, right? This bag is shootable. Okay. This bag, well, I don't know why I didn't show it, but you can shoot through this. I shoot this all the time. You can see here. It's very shootable through. This is shootable through. This is shootable through. This is not. This is shootable through. So that, is all shootable through. So if you're coming up here and you need to, right, you can just pop your stun grenade in there or whatever you need to, and you can clear out, shoot through the walls. Super easy. As well as a really good spot is you can shoot like right here. You gotta use these rocks to your advantage, but yeah, for the most part, that is it. That is Ardene's Forest map help. Honestly, very solid map. Best thing I can tell you to do is just take your time with this map. It's very good. It's nice and bright. You can see it's nice and bright. So it's perfect. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna do probably another map later on tonight or tomorrow. I have a lot of things I'm doing, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. To the next one. It's been your boy. Peace.